this is how the planets aligned. It's called quantum trapping. We'll see this little demonstration. So here we go. Superconductivity, as you've never seen it before, it says this little experiment, there's a permanent magnet on the table, a superconductor, a silicon disc that's been cooled to extremely low temperatures. It not only hovers, but in fact is trapped. You can turn it over and the force of gravity is not sufficient to separate the two. This is how planets can be joined temporarily in their parallel course. As Joseph Smith said in as we noted in lesson number 3, these things indeed can be travel parallel to one another. It's not a head-on collision. They gradually, one planet overtakes the other, and this quantum trapping electromagnetic phenomenon occurs that holds the two together. It's important to see the physics behind this. So here's an actual illustration. The silicon disc above the magnetic field. The magnetic field penetrates when it's warm, but as it cools, the magnetic field can no longer penetrate the disc, and therefore it creates this enclosure, electromagnetic enclosure around the silicon disc, pinning it at a constant distance from the magnet. Of course, since all planets are large magnets in effect, and they are in the vacuum of space, they can become trapped in this position and easily move. In this case, together we see the track and the superconductor, but two superconductors with electromagnetic fields would behave the same way. And in fact, if we just, here's the point, it's not just levitation. When they turn the trapping or the superconductor over, or the magnetic field over, the superconductor is still held, even against the force of gravity. It's not just levitated, it's trapped, and this is very important. So two planets in conjunction in space, as Joseph Smith described them, would always show, would always demonstrate this sort of quantum trapping, and that's how the planets lined up in the polar configuration. That's how they will line up in this event that we're going to explore in this lesson.